Hello, Facebook. Give everybody a few minutes to jump on. We've got music for film, Flute Friday. Let's see. Hi, welcome to Flute Friday. It is my third recital, and tonight is a recital of all film music, and I've got a couple special guests, which I'm really excited about. So I'm glad you're here. Hope you've grabbed some dinner, or you're going to have some dinner, or whatever, and enjoy this concert. Wait for just a few minutes to get everybody on. I know my family's looking forward to it. My clock says 4:59, but my computer says 5 o'clock, so we'll just give it a minute. Hope you guys are having a lovely Friday. Everyone in California, did you see the Thunderbirds fly over? I saw them from a distance. Luckily, they didn't fly over during my concert because it was a little loud. Let's see, my mom's here. Hi, Damien. How's it going? Fantastic. Yay. All right. And tonight we have a nice blue dress. You can't really see it, looks black, but it is blue. It's shimmery. It's fun. So tonight is really fun because I'm playing film music, and I love film music. It's one of my favorite things. I love what I do, and I'm excited to share it with you. In the past couple concerts, I've been playing with smart music with the accompaniment, and I'll do a little of that tonight. But this one is a little different in that I've gotten some arrangements of pieces, and I'm going to be playing. I've recorded all the parts myself, and I'm going to be playing along with myself. So I hope that you'll enjoy this. And let's just get started. The first one is, of course, Forrest Gump, because what better opening to a movie is there than Forrest Gump? So enjoy. So there you have Forrest Gump. So even if you don't see me playing, I am playing all the accompaniment with all the other flutes today, so hope you'll enjoy that. I also thought this would be a great opportunity, this recital, to tell you a couple stories about my interactions with some of these composers and working on some of these films. I obviously did not work on Forrest Gump. It was before I was in the studios, but I have had a chance to work with Alan Silvestri. I worked with him on Ready Player One, and my Alan Silvestri story goes like this. One day at work, I was gathering up the paperwork for my section. We have paperwork every day we have to turn in. And I was taking it up to the front of the room, and of course there's all these wires on the floor, so I'm looking down, making sure I don't trip on my way up to take the paperwork. And I look up, and I literally run smack dab into Alan. He was right there. I'm like, oh. And of course, this is a composer that I've listened to and enjoyed for my whole entire life. And so I was starstruck, and I didn't know what to say, and I was just like, your music is so good, and I really love it. And he was like, oh, thank you. And I just gave him a hug. So I just gave him a hug, and he gave me a hug right back. He was really kind and very, very nice. And so that's my Alan Silvestri story. A wonderful, wonderful man. So, my first guest for this evening is a composer that I recently met in February. I was playing a demo for him, and his name is Nick Keller. And I love the piece that he wrote, and it turned out really, really well. And it just happened that they recorded the flute in an ISO booth, so I was able to separate the rest of the group from myself. And I asked Nick if I could play his piece today, and he is going to join us via Skype and tell us about it and tell us about himself. Let's see if I can add you on. It disappeared, but I will find. There you are. Oh, because you're not a Skype button anymore. Hi, Nick. How's it going?
Hello. How's it going? Can you hear me?
I can hear you fine. Can you hear me?
Sweet. Yes, I can.
Awesome. Thank you so much, first of all, for letting me play your piece, and second of all, for taking your time to join me today.
Of course. Thank you for doing this. It's awesome.
And we're new friends, so I don't know much about you. Where are you from, and where did you go to school?
Yes, I am from Northern California, so not too far away from here, and I went just down the road to USC. So
Fantastic.
not too far away either.
Did you do the film scoring program there?
I actually did not. I did their what's called music industry program. It's
Oh,
kind of like different kinds of music technology and music production, but not the film scoring program, interestingly.
fantastic, fantastic. I also went to USC, so
Oh,
and
nice.
flute performance there, so I studied with Jim Walker there. Awesome, awesome.
Great.
So as you were growing up, or even now, what are some of your composing influences? Who are you influenced by? Who do you like to listen to?
To be honest, I'm influenced by a lot of like non-film music. Like growing up, I listened to a lot of like rock bands like Nirvana,
Mm-hmm.
Oasis, Muse, like kind of random rock things. And then I sort of got more into film music, like all the greats now, like everyone who's classic. But a lot of the music I listened to was not film music. So I'm influenced by a lot of different kinds of artists, electronic and rock and roll.
Fantastic. And so, if you could work with anybody, obviously we met because you're making a demo for something, and we'll talk about that in a second. But if you could work with anybody, whether it be a director or a producer or another composer, who would it be?
Oh my God, you put me on the spot.
That's a hard one. I know. I told you I'd give you the questions ahead of time.
I know. I should have got the question ahead of time. If I could work with anyone, who would it be? I think it would just have to be somebody like Beethoven or something, who's
Yeah.
dead. Somebody
Yeah.
like some old classic who knows more about music than I'll ever know. So that would probably I would just learn so much. Something like that. Probably.
Definitely. Okay,
Yeah.
fantastic. That's good. That's good. So I mentioned that I met you playing a demo for you. Can you tell us more about the demo, what you wrote it for, what your influences were, anything about it that you want to share?
Yeah, so this demo was basically because I work on a lot of
Oops.
animated cartoon shows right now, so it's a lot of it is, um, and it's a lot of fast-paced music, and a lot of it is has to be very stuck to the picture. So I kind of just wrote a demo of music that I really wanted to write that I'm not able to write in my day-to-day job. And I thought it'd be really fun to try to write something with like a string quartet and a flute and smaller instruments to try to make it sound pretty big. You guys will hear the piece in a minute, but yeah, just do something I don't normally do and try to produce it in a way that would be fun and cool to hear with just a couple people. So when we recorded it, we did it with I think it was 6 people, so not that many, but it came out really well. So
Yeah, no, I really enjoy it. And I texted Nick or sent him a message the other day that I was practicing this piece, and my son runs in and he's like, Mommy, this piece, I'm gonna explode. The piece is so good. He just really loved it. So, and he's very has his mind made up about what he likes to listen to. Uh,
on, yeah, he's probably watched some of the shows I've worked on because it's about that age. So maybe he's heard my music before. Who knows?
Definitely, definitely. Well, this piece that I'm going to play is the mandolin suite, and I've got George Deering playing mandolin on it, which is fantastic. And he agreed to let me have his playing on here, which is awesome. So it's in two sections. It's a faster section and then a slower section. Do you have a favorite or either one? Which one came out better?
I like them both. I think I tried to write them. It says one piece in my when I did it, but I think I like the beginning the most because this is kind of like has both a soft and slow section. I think that's my favorite.
Fantastic. All right. Well, I'm gonna thank you so much for joining us, Nick.
Thank you for playing, and thanks for doing this.
Yeah, and I hope everyone enjoys. So I'm gonna switch this over to the screen here. I don't know how to let's see. Oh yeah, there we go. Take that off. Fantastic. And so this will be in two sections. So we'll call it A and B, just for a little ease here. And so here is part A. now we have the second section of this mandolin suite. Let me pull that up for you here by Nick Keller. And here's the second movement, second part. Fantastic. Let's see here. Oh, sorry if you've got half a screen there. Ah, there we go. Fantastic. All right. Thank you, Nick, for letting me play that piece. Fantastic, fantastic. Sorry if that switched back. It looked like you had some sort of things going on there. I don't know. I personally like the second movement of that. I think it's so beautiful, Nick. So thank you for letting me play that. It was really, really fun. Great. So that was the mandolin suite. We're going to switch over back to some smart music. I told you today's going to be a little bit of storytelling as well as flute play, but all film scores and all things that I love. This next piece is, here, I'll put it up on the screen. I'm going to play Somewhere Over the Rainbow, and let me tell you why. First of all, I love Somewhere Over the Rainbow. I love The Wizard of Oz. Maybe it's because my mom's family, my dad's family are from Kansas, so I feel that connection to Kansas with The Wizard of Oz. But I just love Judy Garland and singing Somewhere Over the Rainbow. And also, it was recorded in Sony Picture Studio here in Culver City, where I often work. And sometimes when I walk into that room to go to work, I can just imagine them, recording these scores and this music there, and it's really beautiful. And if you've ever played a woodwind quintet kiddie concert, ever played a kiddie show with me, you'll know that Somewhere Over the Rainbow is always my demo of pieces. So when I have to demo the flute, I'm always playing Somewhere Over the Rainbow. So here you go. Here's a little Somewhere Over the Rainbow. And so this one will be for my mom. Oh, yes, you're from Kansas. There's my Aunt Sherry. So here you go. It's lovely. It's beautiful. Again, we've got the smart music accompaniment. I hope you enjoy. such a beautiful, beautiful piece. One of my favorites, of course. Um, all right, so my next piece that I'd like to play is taking you into a new composer for us for today, and we've kind of got a little theme of his music here, and that, of course, is Mr. John Williams. So let me pull this up. I'm going to play for you another one of my favorite pieces, which is, of course, Princess Leia's theme from Star Wars. She's just such a beautiful, strong character. It's something that I grew up listening to. It's just actually really, really beautiful. Oh, and I see some of my, I teach a Star Wars class. I can see that one of my students is on here, so they heard this morning. But I love this music. It's really beautiful. So I hope you enjoy Princess Leia's theme. Yay. Hi. Oh, hi, Julian. Hi, Ashley. It's so good to see you. Fantastic. Just all this wonderful, lovely music by, of course, John Williams, one of my favorite composers. He's who I listened to growing up. I loved film music. I think the Boston Pop CD was my first album that I had, and I would just listen to it over and over and over again, and these songs were on there. I thought I would add something that's not necessarily very fluty, but maybe to liven it up a little. We've got all these lush, beautiful sounds and songs that I thought maybe we could liven it up with a little cantina band, which is also from Star Wars and by John Williams. So here we go from Cantina Band. enjoyed that. I like to put that in there. It's fun. Also, a good reminder or a little fun fact about me is that I used to play saxophone. And so I used to play that part, saxophone part for that piece. I played saxophone in high school and in college, and a couple of times in my professional career, but mostly just the flute now. So moving on into John Williams, more John Williams. We can never have enough John Williams, right? He's just written such amazing scores, and I have been so lucky to actually be able to play some of his film scores. I played the Big Friendly Giant, and I did The Book Thief, and then I've also done Star Wars 7, 8, and 9, which was just an amazing experience to be part of the Star Wars saga there. I want to show you some fun pictures from all of that. So I thought I'd first show you here this picture of me and Luke Skywalker. I know Instagram you can't see. I'm doing Instagram, but you have to go on Facebook to see me and Luke. He was so kind and so generous, and one of those people that just makes you feel like you're the star in the room. So that was really fun. This is at Sony Pictures, one of the few last scoring sessions that we had. And then here we have me and John Williams. I think this was after the end of The Force Awakens. He signed one of my parts for me. I believe it was actually Rey's theme. I played second flute in the movie, so he signed my part, and I still have that on my wall, of course. And then here's another picture of John and I think this is after the Rise of Skywalker. This is after movie number 9. There we are together at Sony Pictures there. And just a really, really wonderful experience. I just can't say enough good things about John Williams. He's amazing. He's so kind. His music is fantastic. He's a hard worker, and he's really a pleasure to work with. And then my final picture, again, sorry, Instagram, you got to go to Facebook, is me and Daisy Ridley, Rey, from the last 3 movies that have just come out. And so there she is. She was also super nice and super kind, and really, really fun to meet and to hang out with for a little bit. So this next piece is actually Rey's theme from The Force Awakens, and this is going to go back to one of the flute arrangements. This is by Gina Luciani. She arranged this, and I'm going to play one part live while the rest of it's being recorded. So we'll do that, and then stay tuned because Gina's going to join me after this. So let me pull this up here. Hope you're enjoying this. I could talk about Star Wars and movie music all day. These are just some of my favorites, and I feel so lucky to have been there. The first time this music was ever played, I was in the room, which is just such an incredible feeling, and now I'm going to play it for you. So enjoy. Thank you, Gina, for letting me play those. Let's give Gina a call. We're going to Skype her and bring her onto this Facebook Live. That old Skype music, which we all forgot about until COVID-19, right? Awesome. So she is, let's see, coming on here. Thank you guys for sticking around. Hi, Gina.
Hey, how are you?
Good. Let me add you to the screen so everyone can see you. Okay, everybody can see you now. You look beautiful today, as always.
Yes, you too. I love your dress.
Thank you. It's blue, but you can't see it. It's kind of shimmery, but it looks black. Oh well. Anyways, it's kind of blue. How are you doing?
Wearing black, right?
Well, that's what we do, right? We're used to wearing black. How are you doing today? You're good?
Great, great. How are you?
Good. Did you hear the Thunderbirds fly over? The planes?
I did. So
I,
you were very lucky with your timing.
I know, because last time I did this, it was in the afternoon. It would have been right at the same time, so it just worked out. Awesome. Well, thank you. So Gina let me use her arrangements for this concert today. I'm so grateful. It was so fun to record them. I really enjoyed them. And she's here to answer. Thanks, and she's here to answer any questions. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to type them and I'll ask her. But I want to know, how long does it take you to write something like Ray's Theme as an arrangement?
I mean, so it's kind of like a whole process because like I also then record it and make the video. But the entire process altogether is probably something like 40 hours.
Yeah, it's a big project. I mean, even just recording them alone. And don't you find that when you're recording, it's like you hear one little thing, you're like, oh, I got to go back and do that part again. You just want it to be perfect. We have that perfectionist tendency in us. Yeah, it's a lot of time.
Well, I think one thing. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. I just was gonna say that you sound amazing.
Oh, thank you. I'm gonna have a little sip of water here.
Yeah.
How do you pick which pieces you're going to do? What do you decide? How do you decide what to do next?
Well, it just kind of depends. Some of them are just like my favorites, and then also sometimes it'll be if something is coming out. So, a couple months ago, Sonic was coming out, so I decided to spotlight that since people were more interested in that. But honestly, Ray's Theme is just gorgeous, so that was the reason that I wanted to do that one.
It is really fun. It was such a beautiful piece, and you know, I think part of the reason that music is so beautiful is that John Williams loves Daisy Ridley. Like he just really, I mean, you can just tell that there's some sort of connection between them, and I can feel that when he's writing music for her. Like there's something special about that theme. How many of these arrangements do you have?
I have over 50 arrangements now.
Fantastic. And if somebody wants to get them, what do they do? How do they find your arrangements?
Yeah, thank you for asking. I appreciate it. It's just my name, ginaluciani.com/sheetmusic.
Fantastic. Awesome. So you have your website there. They can go to there and they click. So Gina does these arrangements, and then what she does is she does videos of herself playing all the different parts. So you can see those, I think, on Facebook sometimes, and Instagram. She's all over. They're fantastic. They're really fun to watch, and she's got all the art and everything. It's much more than I'm able to do here. I can get a split-by-split screen, and that's all I could do. So let's see. I also wanted to talk to you about, you also do a lot of ethnic flute. So you'll see her playing some ocarinas and some sorts of fun stuff. What's your favorite ethnic flute to play?
Probably my favorite is the Native American flute. It's just so relaxing to play. I don't think anyone could be mad or anxious listening to it, and playing it is the same thing. So that's probably my favorite to play.
And are those, what kind of scale do those have? It's not a major, they don't have half steps, right? It's just...
It's pentatonic.
Pentatonic scale. Awesome. Yes, you can't play a wrong note, right?
Exactly.
they all sound good no matter which one you play. Fantastic. And so Gina, you went to USC and Colburn, is that correct?
I did USC for my master's.
For your master's. And where did you grow up? Where did you do your informal training?
Yeah, I grew up in Utah. And so as soon as I was 18, I moved to LA and went to Colburn and then USC.
Fantastic. And now you love Southern California because, of course, we talked about this earlier. We both really love movie music, and this is the place to be. We're so lucky to be able to work together. We've played on some video games. We played on some, I think we played together right before this everything shut down, probably late February, early March, we played something together. And then we've just seen each other on Skype since. But it's just really fun. Well, I'm so glad you're here. What else can you tell me about your website? You also have other products that you endorse. What else do you do with your website?
Something that I'm just really passionate about is finding things that are helpful to musicians or flute players specifically. And so I just do a lot of product reviews and things like that if people are interested, and flute reviews and things like that, and tutorials.
Yeah, she's got tons of helpful videos. I know I have some flute students on, so there's all sorts of stuff you can look on her website, and then there's all sorts of products and stuff that will link you to it. I know Gina was helpful in getting my recording setup, going. She showed me how to push all the buttons the first time, so I'm grateful for that. Well, we'll have to get you on here on my, on the concert live when we can be together. You have to come play duets for a Facebook concert together. But I look forward to seeing you. Well, thank you so much for coming.
I would love. Yeah, thank you so much. And you sound amazing. Thanks for playing my arrangement.
Oh, of course. I'm going to play a couple more pieces, one more of your arrangement. So I hope you enjoy, and I'll see you soon. Thanks, Gina.
Okay, bye.
Let's see. We're going to play the next one here is City of Stars, and this is from La La Land, one of my family's favorite movies. I actually had the pleasure of playing on this movie as well. So it was recorded at Sony Pictures in Culver City, where The Wizard of Oz was recorded and where Star Wars was recorded. It's a really wonderful room full of history. I think Gone with the Wind was also there. The stage is sponsored by Barbra Streisand, so it's the Barbra Streisand scoring stage. I've recorded with her there. Just an amazing amount of music and history in this Sony Pictures. Actually, I've got the wrong flute. I'm going to play one more of Gina's arrangements. This is City of Stars from La La Land, and I'm going to use the alto flute, which is a little bit bigger than the regular flute, a little bit lower. And all of these arrangements are that she's done. A lot of them have flute, alto flute, bass flute, sometimes piccolo, as you heard in Forrest Gump. And so I've recorded all these extra flutes and put them on the computer, and I'm playing them here today. And if you like that and you want to do that yourself, I'm also going to release them today on YouTube. Play with a Pro flute choir version, flute choir version, where you can buy the music from the sheet music, the Gina sheet music, and you can play along with the things that I've done today. So you can have your own Facebook Live concert or just concert for your family and friends and everything. So let me bring up here City of Stars. This was a really fun film. I remember when we started working on La La Land. You'd play a couple songs, and you play a session during the day, which is usually 6 hours. And you'd go home, and you'd just be singing the songs for the rest of the day. They just really stuck in your head. They were very, very catchy and really lovely, and it turned out to be a blockbuster hit. It's a really beautiful film. The songs are beautiful. Thank you, Justin Hurwitz, for writing such beautiful music. Lots of flute, lots of piccolo in there. I played piccolo on that movie, so you can hear me if you listen to it. And this is Gina's arrangement of City of Stars, and the alto flute has the solo part in this, so I left that one out, and I'm going to play alto flute while you listen. fantastic, Gina. Thanks again for your beautiful, beautiful arrangement. Just lovely, absolutely lovely. So again, I have created a YouTube channel. It's going to go live. It premieres tonight at 6 p.m. Pacific time, where you can basically do this entire concert by yourself. This music is all available during for digital download, so you can have it instantly. And then the stuff I'm playing with Smart Music. Smart Music is available. I think it's even free for a while right now. So you can play a concert tomorrow in your living room. All of this music. It's just really beautiful. I just appreciate all of you being here and your support. I love film music. I know you all love film music too. It's just really, really fun. It's beautiful. I've been so blessed and so lucky to be able to play some of these films and work with these composers. Yeah, so anybody have any questions? I see, oh, I love us alto flute piece. Yes, that's fantastic. Hi, Shirtsy. Hi, Uncle Terry. Awesome. I'm so glad you guys are loving this. We see some people on Instagram. Sorry, Instagram, you're not getting the full picture because, you know, I'm on Facebook, but, you know, you're enjoying it, I hope. This is Flute Fridays, a film music evening. I'm going to do another concert in 2 weeks. I'm already working on that. It's going to be flute favorites. I've got another composer and another special guest lined up, and lots of fun flute music and more play-along music. So keep your eyes open for that. That'll be on my YouTube channel. So I hope you enjoy. Thanks again for coming. I have one more piece, of course. Oh, good. I've even managed to change the title for each one, which is fantastic. So, you know, Frozen is one of my, you know, recent favorites because, you know, it has the song Let It Go, and we've all need to let it go lately. So I love the song Let It Go. I'm gonna play that for you. I had the opportunity to play on Frozen 1 a little bit, and then I also played on Frozen 2, which was really fun. Hi Colleen, how are you? Nice to see you guys. And I've been practicing all this music and I've been recording it all, so these songs have been stuck in my head for the last couple weeks, and I really hope you enjoy it. Thank you for coming. Thank you for stopping by. If you want to make a donation for the concert, Jenny Flute is my Venmo. Not necessary. I'm really just happy to give this music to you today. So here we go. One more song for today. I hope you enjoy it. And I will see you guys soon. Yay! Thank you guys so much for coming. This was really fun. I love this one. This was a really touching program for me. A lot of these pieces give me goosebumps as I play them. I just love the film music. I love being part of it. So I hope you have a lovely Friday, rest of your Friday. I hope you have a lovely weekend. Join me again in 2 weeks for some more concerts, more music, and I'm always open to requests. So you can always send me a message or send me a note and let me know what you want to hear. I'm always looking for new stuff to play. So awesome. Have a great day, and we'll see you soon.